Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence and I am that girl that comes with a lot of juice. Now, in case this is your first time on my channel and you really don't know what I'm on about relationships, love, sex, but recently I posted a poll on here asking you to let me know what you would predominantly want to see on the channel. Would you like to see more relationship talks, or would you like to see business ideas, money talk and all of that? Because that's a new segment that I'm trying to introduce maybe every Monday or every Friday, where we talk about money, business ideas, how to create wealth. Because I mean, like, love functions very well when there is money. So in trying to find love, in trying to find that special person, you also need to secure the bag. You know what I mean? Love without money can be really frustrating. So we also want to be able to incorporate a lot of things that can give you some level of wholeness or contribute to your whole physical well-being. All right, so that will be popping up. We will be introducing, a couple of people who have made it in business and people who are quite enlightened when it comes to finance, money, business, and all of that stuff. So expect that. It could be on a Monday, it could be on a Friday, it could be on a Thursday, but whenever it comes, all right? Anyways, today I feel the need to talk to women about protecting themselves, especially African women. We've seen a lot of gender-based violence and not enough of justice has been given, to women who have gone through certain violence. We need to really talk about ways to protect ourselves as women, as African women, in a country where the justice system is sort of slow, biased, not even blind. It's quite pertinent that we put into consideration our safety first. And having that reality, we can't afford to be at the mercy of anyone or lose our guards. We have to be very intuitive, we have to be very alert in these times as African women. I'm saying this with regards to some of the events that have played out recently on social media platforms, in the news. For instance, the story that dominated social media platforms and even the news of a young girl who was looking for a job just to keep body and soul together. And she came on social media platform to ask for a job. She's willing to work, and some guy who goes by the name Udwak lured her into some remote part of Akwa Ibom State, Uyo, where I come from, only to be killed in an uncompleted building and buried in a shallow grave.
What did you do?
Easy woman.
You don't have. And how come? You said she agreed to have sex with you and you used a condom.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she started to attack you. How did it happen?
I said that while I was about removing the condom, she became furious.
Why did you want to remove the condom? Why did you want to remove the condom?
You injured her on her head. What did you use to hit her?
What did you use to hit her?
The same stabilizer she used to hit me.
At what point was she shouting, screaming for help?
When I tried to remove the condom.
But you didn't use only stabilizer, you used something else. Say it what?
Okay, that was an iron, a pressing iron.
Where did you hit her?
On her abdomen part where she was biting me, because she held my pinky. She was biting me. So the only way I could stop her was to whip her.
Was she your first victim?
Yeah. No.
So how many people have you killed in that process?
Killed? I've not killed anybody. She's the only one I've killed.
You said she was not your first victim. How many victims have followed? How many girls or women have you done that way? Whether they died or they did not die? How many? So
I came for job interview.
The same reverse psychology.
yes,
yeah.
how many?
Reverse? About six.
What of that NYC shoes you have?
The NYC shoes is the shoe my mom used when she was in NYC.
She was only looking for a job. She wasn't looking for free money. She wasn't looking for anything. She wasn't looking for a relationship. She wasn't looking for a man to take care of her. She was looking to work, and she was lured into a remote place. Then there is another news of a girl from Calabar who met a guy online. They got talking to a point where the guy had to send her money so that she could travel from Calabar to Lagos to visit, you know. And she alerted her friends, telling her friends that she's traveling to Lagos to meet a guy who sent her money, her tea fare, to come down to Lagos. She left, and for 3 weeks her phone was switched off. Friends couldn't hear from her, and they were sort of afraid and concerned, so much so that they had to put it out on social media platform for help, calling for help. When it went viral on all social media platforms, then a strange video of her on her Instagram page came out of her saying that she's safe, she's fine, she's in Calabar, she's not missing, her phone was bad, yada yada yada.
Hey guys, I'm Priscilla Ojo. Okay, there's a rumor going on all around that I'm missing. Gone missing. Anyone? Actually, I'm not missing. My phone was actually bad. And secondly, I'm not in Lagos. I'm in Calabar. My phone was actually bad. Like, you know the way iPhone behaves now, it just go off on its own. So I had to swap. I had to wait for a while before doing the swapping because I had no money with me. You know, if you want to swap, you have to add extra money. So I had to swap. That's why I've not been active for a while now. So please, 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 I'm alive, strong. I'm very, very healthy. So please just stop spreading the rumor that I'm missing or whatsoever. Thank you everybody for your love, your care. I really appreciate it. But I'm not really going missing. I'm alive. Thank you.
Now, if you've watched that video, you would see that she wasn't herself. Actually, someone was there videoing her. She sounded like she was forced under duress to make that video. The point is, women, we need to protect ourselves. No matter how strong you are, you don't have the strength to fight off a man. You can't protect yourself. Especially in Africa, where women don't really have that tactics to fight off people, kidnappers and all of that stuff, or to fight off a man. You need to protect yourself as a woman and be very aware of your environment and the people that you communicate with. And it's so bad that at this point in time, even your friends can sell you out. In the process of trying to find love, don't be pressured to move too quickly. If you see that you're moving too quickly, take a step back. Don't be pressured to visit anyone in their houses. Don't be pressured to visit anyone outside your territory. Instead, let them come to your territory. At least you have like 80% control over whatever happens to you. Do you get what I mean? It is very important that you stay safe. A lot of people are roaming in the streets psychologically imbalanced. They look responsible, and half the time they don't look like rapists. You can't tell who is a rapist or who is not a rapist by their facial expressions or how they look or how they dress. Half the time these people look responsible until the devil takes over their bodies. You'll be surprised at how this one sweet person can change to a different person entirely, who is emotionless, who cares nothing about human sympathy, who has no empathy, who is inconsiderate about how their actions affect the next person. We're living in a very precarious times that you have to be very careful. Not just careful, because sometimes you can be careful and still fall into bad hands. The only guarantee for safety is God. That's why I tell people, whatever move I make sure that I pray. Because you can never go wrong with God. You can never go wrong. He will give you signs. He will show you signs. And the funny thing is that he will not force you to make the right decisions. He will show you those things that are obvious, the red flags, all of those things. how the person treats the next person, how he reacts to situations, how he responds to you, your level of communication with him, what he says, how he says those things. You have to be able to read between the lines, because some of the things, some of the red flags are in between the lines. So you have to be smart. But I have heard of cases where friends lead friends to rapists because of jealousy. Times are really hard, especially in Africa. A lot of people are finding it hard to make ends meet. So they want the quicker means. They want the quicker way to make money. Even if it has to be killing a friend to make money. Going into ritual killings just so that they can make life easier for them. Don't go visiting people that you just met recently. Give them time. If you have to give them 1 year, if you have to give them 2 years, give them time until you're settled deep down in your heart that, oh, this person is not a bad person. He's got good intentions, and you can see where this is leading to. And pray too. You can never go wrong praying, baby. You can never go wrong, because God will show you the way. He will show you the way. Commit your ways unto the Lord, and He will direct your path. That is God for you. So if you're ever going to go out, if you're ever going to meet with anyone, if you're ever going to look for love, make sure that God is involved, because He will lead you. Because the footsteps of the righteous are always ordered by the Lord. Sorry if you feel offended that this is not the sort of message that you want to listen to, but I am saying this because I'm a very spiritual person. That I talk about sex does not mean that I have lost my spirituality, my spiritual consciousness. I am very spiritual, and I'm moved by the leading of the Spirit. So it is quite pertinent that I say this to young ladies out there. Don't make decisions at the end of the day that would ruin your life. It's difficult to make new friends now, because a lot of people are going through psychological issues. A lot of people are insane, but dressed in suit, smelling sweet, speak good, but you're psychologically mad. So you have to be alert, aware of what's going on in your surroundings. Listen, read between the lines. Don't be stupid. Read between the lines. Don't be naive. Read between the lines. Take it or take it, whether you like it or not, scriptures are being fulfilled. Men will be lovers of themselves. Nations will rise against nation. Look at Israel and Palestine. I know it's been a long time war, but scriptures are being fulfilled day in, day out. I think the universe gives us signals, but we as humans, we like to test and test and test to see how it will end. And if we're fortunate enough to live to tell the story, we always fall into the traps set for us. Don't be too quick to trust anyone. Your friend today might be your butcher tomorrow. And of course, might be the one to lead you to the house of the butcher. Be wise. Don't trust too easily, right? Because the hearts of men are desperately wicked. Never neglect any red flags. The gender-based violence that we see going on around the world, most especially in Africa, with no justice, should be enough reason for you to be careful. Careful who you meet, careful what information you give out, careful the places that you go to, careful where you meet people. It should be huge enough for you to be calculative of every action, be skeptical of every company you keep, weigh and search the intents of every man. You're not crazy, you're just being watchful, you're just being careful, you're just being smart. Because not everyone has your interest at heart, whether for love or for evil. Everyone has got a motive. You need to find, you need to search, you need to weigh, you need to balance. Don't take things by face value, darling. You be ruined. You be shocked. Even with close friends, you're shocked at their actions. You're shocked at the things they do, the things they say to you. More or less a stranger. More or less someone who professes love to you. You'll be shocked at what husbands do to their wives and what wives do to their husbands. How much more a stranger, baby? You need to be careful. Not just careful, be prayerful, be spiritually inclined, be spiritually conscious. Because we're living in a very tough, difficult, unprecedented times. Sometimes being alone can be a safety measure, can be a blessing. You need to learn and come to terms with the fact that being alone is not a curse. It's a time for reevaluation. It's a time to love yourself. It's a time to validate yourself. Stop going out looking for validation from every corner. Not a lot of people have your interest at heart. What I just came here to tell you is that a lot is happening around the world. You need to stay abreast with the news. You need to know the news so that you don't become the news. And also realize that some friendships are not needed if they don't help you grow psychologically, physically, sociologically, economically, emotionally. Cut it off. Cut it off. Don't be a social pleaser. Don't. A time comes in your life where you need to evaluate your friendship, evaluate your circle, evaluate the relationship that you're in. Because some relationships just keep bringing you down and you don't know why, but it drains you. If you're in that sort of relationship, in that sort of circle, you can't grow. Nothing new is happening, nothing fantastic is happening in your life. You need to change that circle, and do not feel bad for changing that circle. Learn the art of letting go. It will help you a lot. The art of not giving fucks, cutting off people, is an art. You need to learn it. You need to embrace it. You need to come to terms with it, because you know that in life, not everyone that started with you is going to end with you. Your mental space must be guarded, protected at all costs. If it makes you ponder at night, lose your sleep, then you've got to let it go. It is not worth it. Nothing is worth you not sleeping well at night. Nothing is worth you pondering over, except you making ends meet, having a better life, moving forward, advancing in your career, advancing in your businesses, and then achieving your goals. Nothing, read my lips, nothing should let you, make you lose sleep at night. That's it. That's all I came here to say. That's it. Till next time, keep living the fab life.